What was this seriously gift you opened this Christmas? Story 1. I had a stepfather growing up. His son, my stepbrother, didn't live with us except for every other weekend. My stepfather showed unabashed and conspicuous favoritism toward his son. On one of the weekends that my stepbrother came over, he didn't bring his bicycle from home. Without asking me and without me being aware, he rode my bicycle to a friend's house. He left it out on the friend's driveway, and it was stolen. I was so upset when I found out. I asked for it to be replaced. My stepfather told me I could ask for a new bicycle for Christmas. I protested that it was unfair to make me wait until Christmas, but I asked for clarification on if I can get a new bicycle and the Nintendo 64 I was already asking for. He told me that I had to choose which one I really wanted. I cried my story to my mom, and she was furious with my stepfather and told him that I should get a new bike right away. My mom had a good career, but had recently agreed to quit her job and stay home to take care of us kids and household duties at the insistence of my stepfather, who made about 3 times her salary. He told her that he was in charge of the family finances and it was his money, so his decision was final. I asked for a bike instead of a Nintendo. My stepbrother brought his own bike from his mother's house each time he visited moving forward and took it back home with him when he left. This went on for about 3 months before Christmas. On Christmas, I got the bike, but all I could do was cry. My stepbrother got a Nintendo 64. My mom told my stepbrother that she wanted him to keep the Nintendo at this house, and he agreed. That lasted for a couple months before the Nintendo disappeared, and on questioning, my stepfather said that he sent it home with my stepbrother because it was his, and he wanted to use it where he lived, at his mom's house. Story 2. My mom is a personality. As such, I don't really enjoy talking to her, and she knows only surface-level things about me. For example, I like my dog, because obviously I like my fluffy little friend. But my mother doesn't understand the difference between liking something and having an unhealthy obsession with it. This year, every gift I got was themed after my dog. Her face plastered on a tacky t-shirt, and I mean the face was the entire shirt. She got my themed ornaments of dogs that look vaguely like mine. She got me a necklace with a cartoon drawing of my dog and my parents' dog encased in plastic. She got me a pillowcase with the same image on it. She got me a sketchbook with the cartoon and Dog Mom written on the cover. I'm never using any of this. She sat 2 feet away from me while I opened every single gift. At this point, everyone else had run out of presents to open, and it was just me opening present after present from my mom. I tried to take a break from opening presents for a bit, multiple times, but she wouldn't listen, just screaming at me to just finish. I can't wait. You're going to make me wait? After I went through all this effort. Cue the tears. I straight up told her I didn't feel comfortable opening all these gifts at once in front of everyone and got the same reaction. So here I am opening gift after gift, and the rest of my family is just glaring at me because I'm so special to be getting so many gifts. If anyone tried to start up a conversation on the side, my mom would straight up yell at them to shush because she was trying to pay attention. A few different times I was too tired and admittedly too tipsy to give my 10th, OMG wow thank you, in a row, and my reaction was still thankful, but not played up, and my mother started grabbing and squeezing my arm to the point that I still have bruises. She later claimed to not remember touching me at all and said the finger-shaped bruises must have been from my dog jumping on me, along with getting super paranoid and crying and screaming if she thought I didn't appreciate a gift as much as I should have. Christmas was a nightmare. I drank 4 glasses of wine and it wasn't enough. And I don't even have time to get into how insane the rest of the night went. There were games. 60-year-old men threw tantrums when they didn't win. My poor grandmother was just screamed at the whole night whenever she said anything. I don't think I'll go back there for holidays anymore. Story 3. My GF, who I had planned on asking to marry me on a day other than Christmas, pulled out a gift and said, "This is something you told me you didn't want." Confused and excited, I open it up, and it's a positive pregnancy test. We've been together for some time. I've been a stepfather to her 2 boys, 13 and 9, and always said we don't need another kid. We have enough. I don't have a lot of interest in my own kid. I like the position I currently have as being a stepdad. After seeing it, I essentially got sick to my stomach and passed out. We talked about it later, and I'm just more concerned about her kids moving forward. The youngest always said he doesn't want a little brother or sister because the youngest is always the favorite. I told him that's not true and never was. We had this conversation a few months back, just kind of joking around. I still don't know how I feel about it. I still feel sick. We aren't even close to being as financially stable as I think we should be. I could find time for another job, but then I'd lose all my time I have with my family and potential newborn. I'm sure it will work out, but I'm f***ing terrified. I've lost a lot of motivation to do anything right now. I'm just hoping I can find a way to get excited and make the boys also excited and not have them see this as some impending doom falling upon us. It's still very early on roughly 6 weeks, but the tests nowadays, from what I know, are pretty much set. All I can do now is pray it isn't twins. Wish me luck. I guess I'm going to be a daddy. Story 4. Growing up when I was a kid, my grandparents always gave us weird gifts. They learned one thing about us and locked onto it so hard it became a theme. For example, my sister said once she liked giraffes, so every year they got her something cheesy with a giraffe on it. Despite our best efforts to thank them and be grateful for their presents, they could always tell we didn't like what they got us as much as what our parents did. It made them sad every year, and we felt really bad about it. One Thanksgiving at their house we were playing and accidentally found what they had intended to give us for the next Christmas. I think we were 10-ish. They were these 2 beautiful handmade dollhouses. We loved them, and were excited to get them eventually, and were happy we didn't have to pretend to like the gifts. So my sister and I concocted the most brilliant plan that a 10-year-old could. When the conversation with family about what we wanted for Christmas came up, we said we really wanted dollhouses. My younger sister even told Santa that is what she wanted, and we were so happy that our GPS would be able to get us exactly what we wanted. There was no way they saw through our genius scheme. Christmas arrives, and our grandparents go to another room to get our presents. We prepare ourselves to be elated, even practice being surprised. But instead of the dollhouses, they brought us out new trash cans. At that point, we didn't have to pretend surprise anymore. Our grandma smiled at us and let us know that they knew we snooped and found the presents, and the trash cans were a more fitting present for the garbage granddaughters that you are. Needless to say, after that and many other episodes of their cruelty, we have gone extremely low contact with them. Story 5. My Emile is very much a theme giver. My husband gets all things WVU because we're alumni. My son gets everything saxophone related because that is what he plays. My daughter gets gifts with cats because he likes cats. I have been dealing with breast cancer for the past year. My birthday and Mother's Day gifts were breast cancer related. I told her please not do that for Christmas. Well, she didn't listen. She got me a breast cancer awareness shirt, Christmas ornament, because nothing screams Christmas like cancer, and a tabletop snowman decorating a Christmas tree with breast cancer ribbons. I was polite and said thank you, but inside I wanted to scream, "Are you kidding me?" I'm not sure if it is all going to Goodwill or the trash.